They tried to erase the signal. They pulled the plug, demonetized, censored, shadow banned. That's what they did to us. But the truth, my friend, will always find a frequency. I call this Operation Airwave Liberation because I'm not just back, I'm broadcasting from ruined. But this time, the airwaves is mine. And this time, it's uncensored. I watched them strip everything that we built. No warning, no explanation, silence, just taking everything away. 300 plus videos deleted, all gone. And if you think this is about community guidelines, you've not been paying attention. This is a war. This is a digital gulag dressed in a terms of service type of way. They want us gone because we're saying things that they don't like. Maybe we're asking questions because we're curious. They don't like the questions we're asking. Or maybe we refuse to play nice in this echo chamber that we're in. They first hit me with the algorithm. The video's not getting enough views. Then they hit me with the monetization. Well, no money for you. But guess what? They forgot to hit my will. They thought that'll be enough. It's gonna cave and it's gonna run away. But guess what I did? I rebuilt, I rewired, I learned the game behind the curtains and see how they operate. I'm not just back. We're launching Operation Airwave Liberation. No filters, no masters, just signals. The signal they tried to block, but this time is very strong. The wind can't even penetrate through this. This, my friend, isn't just about me. It's about all of us. Every single voice that's been cancelled, clipped and used in a wrong way by the media. From now on moving forward, I'm not just creating content anymore. I'm sorry. I'm building a resistance on camera, off grid and above the algorithm. And if you are watching this, you are the resistance. This channel isn't just a platform. This is a broadcast tower for the truth. I'm glad I'm back.
Forward, yeah? What's going on, brother? Call the police. Who the fuck you gonna call, bro? You say, bro, calm down. You know this girl's young, yeah? You'll be a groomer. Yes, you are, brother. The whole block saying it. The whole block saying it, brother. Huh? Everyone knows this. We've been following you around. You've been hanging around High Street, Hounslow West, Hounslow High Street. You've been chasing little girls, yeah? 15-year-olds, yeah? Are you forward, yeah?
Yes, I am.
It's you, brother. How old are you? How old are you? How the fuck are you? How old are you, brother?
I'm 34.
You're 34, yeah? She's 15 when you met her.
No.
How old is she now?
She's 16.
So it's okay for you. It's okay for you. Listen, hold on. From 5 in the morning till fucking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, you're keeping it in your flat, and there's 5-6
Ladies and gentlemen,
brother, listen to me.
Patriots,
yeah?
we've got him.
Knows about this, yeah?
We got him.
Right now. It doesn't matter if she's Sikh, it doesn't matter if she's
We
white,
got
it doesn't
him.
matter if she's Muslim, it doesn't matter. How you
That's right.
Love? You see, we love each other now.
We confronted him.
16-year-old, yeah? Brother, you're a nonce. You're a pedophile.
We got him, guys.
I'm telling you what you are. I'm telling you what you are, bro. Yeah, you're a liar. You manipulated her.
He's a liar.
You brainwashed her. Yeah? You got her doing what you wanted her to do.
No.
Yes, you have, brother. You're a nonce, bruv. You're a nonce. This ain't, listen to me, brother. This ain't Afghanistan. This is England, yeah?
This is not Afghanistan.
You're manipulating some schoolgirl, bruv. She's a schoolgirl, man.
Yeah, you can do this in
She's a schoolgirl, bruv.
In the UK.
She's a schoolgirl, man. You couldn't find someone that's your age or someone that's like 20 plus, bruv.
What's your problem with this?
She's a young girl,
Not
bruv.
me, I'm
She's a young girl, man. Is her family happy with this?
Her family is not happy.
If it was your daughter tomorrow,
Be happy as well.
if it was your daughter tomorrow,
I agree.
if it was you're Muslim, yeah?
Yeah, I
If it was your daughter, you wouldn't be happy with
I
this.
wouldn't be happy with
So you're happy with this now because it's you.
But because I didn't know she was 16.
How's that, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, testing, can you hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers, digital warriors, welcome back to the show again. As you already know, this is not a regular broadcast. Yeah, we caught him. We're gonna show you his face. We're gonna show you who this guy really is. We're gonna put him out there. Spread the words. Show his face. Put it everywhere.
Let the world know that we caught him. He's grooming people, young girls. He's locking them up in his hotel apartments. And then God knows what he's doing to them. Finally, we got him. And it's important that we broadcast it everywhere. Before the censorship machine or before the propaganda comes out there and say, hey, he was teaching people. He's running a daycare system. No, he's not. He's grooming young kids. And it's important that we talk about it. All right. I got a lot of things I'm going to show you today. A lot of good stuff. Obviously, apart from the first one. We got a lot of stories we're going to cover today. We're going to cover a lot of stories. But first, we're going to cover about this one. The grooming gang. I mean, we see a lot of stories. We hear a lot of stories. But we never really get concrete evidence. Like videos, visual evidence of you catching them with a little girl. Of course, we don't want it too explicit, of course. But we never really get the tangible, solid rock of, Well, now we do. It's important that we don't just let the algorithm censor it. It's important that we bring it here and we broadcast it everywhere, amplify everywhere, share it everywhere, and then hold our people accountable to act. It's been a couple of days now. We've not seen anything from the police. Okay, cool. Let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I was literally talking to the producer today thinking, hey, bro, how many stories do you want me to talk about? This is too much. She had like 8 stories. I'm thinking, all right, bro, 8 stories. I'm going to need like 6 hours because I talk a lot. 1 hour each. All right. So we're going to talk about the grooming gang, Pakistani grooming gang. He adopts young kids, put them in his flat, and he kept them there for long, And of course, the police have been called multiple times. They did nothing, and the people took the matter into their own hands. I'm going to show you that. It's incredible, some heroic stuff. But then we're going to talk about asylum seeker raped a teenager in the park after meeting her from Snapchat. I think we need to talk about that. Snapchat. We need to talk about this problem that we import in here. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about the same hotel that housed this asylum seeker who raped a young girl is the same hotel that's denying homeless people from sleeping on their beds. Yeah, apparently homeless people are too dirty for their bed. It doesn't matter if you're paying for them. So literally, if you get a homeless person and you pay for the hotel room and you're trying to put that homeless person in there, the hotel manager will say no. Our sheets, we don't want it to be too dirty. But illegal migrant, yeah, bring him in. Well, I guess they've prioritized and they've picked their customers. And it's not you and I. And it's definitely not the person who's been left on the street. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Jewish Labour MP who visited school. Whose visit to school was cancelled because teachers, pro-Palestinian teachers, were scared that his presence in the school will inflame chaos. I mean, what the heck is happening? So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Keir Starmer pays millions to Al-Qaeda senior operative Abu Muhammad al-Zubaydah. I don't know if you've heard of him before. Yeah, he's a big guy. But now he's received millions of money. His story really matters. We should talk about it. And then if we have enough time, we're going to talk about Bulgarian migrant who stole 54 million. 54 million in benefit fraud. One of the biggest benefit fraud in the country. He was jailed for how long? 18 months. She came out and guess what? She went back to the same house collecting the same benefit. Oh my God. Like, how do you make this shit make sense? All right, folks. All right. Now that I've outlined that, so let's get straight into it. Viewer discretion advised. The first story is gonna hit you. The first story is scary, and I think it's important that we still broadcast it. So here's the first story here. I don't know if I should read you an article first or just play you the video. Actually, let's just play you the video. All right, let's play you the video.
Yeah, yeah? Forward, yeah? What's going on, brother? Call the police. Who the fuck you gonna call, bro? What you saying, bro? Calm down. You know this girl's young, yeah? To be a groomer. Yes, you are, brother. The whole block saying it. The whole block saying it, brother. Huh? Everyone knows this. We've been following you around. You've been hanging around High Street, Hounslow West, Hounslow High Street. You've been chasing little girls, yeah? 15-year-olds, yeah?
No, I haven't.
Are you forward, yeah?
Yes, I am.
It's you, brother. How old are you? How old are you?
Listen,
How the fuck are you? How old are you, brother?
I'm 34.
You're 34, yeah? She's 15 when you met her.
No.
How old is she now?
She's 16.
So it's okay for you. It's okay for you.
Listen,
hold on.
she will not feel
From
me
5 in the morning till fucking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, you're keeping it in your flat, and there's 5-6 men there, yeah? 5-6 men. Brother, listen to me, listen to me, yeah? The whole Sikh community knows about this, yeah? I'm telling you right now. It doesn't matter if she's Sikh, it doesn't matter if she's white, it doesn't matter if she's Muslim, it doesn't matter if she's Muslim, it doesn't matter. How you gonna love? You think you love each other now? So you love a little 16-year-old, yeah? Brother, you're a nonce.
You're not. Listen,
You're a pedophile, you're a groomer.
whatever you want to.
I'm telling you what you are. I'm telling you what you are, bro. Yeah, you're a liar. You manipulated her. You exploited her. You brainwashed her. Yeah?
How did I do that?
You got her doing what you wanted her to do.
No, man.
Yes, you have, brother. You're a nonce, bruv. You're a nonce. This ain't, listen to me, brother. This ain't Afghanistan. This is England, yeah? 16-year-old going with a 35-year-old. You're manipulating some schoolgirl, bruv. She's a schoolgirl, man.
Yeah, you can do this in Afghanistan.
She's a schoolgirl, bruv.
In the UK.
She's a schoolgirl, man. You couldn't find someone that's your age or someone that's like 20 plus,
What's
bruv.
your problem with this?
She's a young girl,
Not
bruv.
me, man.
She's a young girl, man. Is her family happy with this?
Her family is not happy.
If it was your daughter tomorrow,
Be happy as well.
if it was your daughter tomorrow,
I agree
if it was you're Muslim, yeah?
Yeah, I
If it was your daughter, you wouldn't be happy with
I
this.
wouldn't be happy with
So you're happy with this now because it's you.
But because I didn't know she was 16.
How's that, brother? She looks like she's fucking 15, bro. She looks like she's 12, bro.
No.
What are you talking about?
When I met her, she didn't look 16.
How did you tell him how old were you when you met him?
16.
You told him he was 16. Brother, she told you she was 16, but you still carried on. You had a sexual relationship with her, bro. You brought her to your flat. You got a council flat, bro. You got a council flat.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You got a council flat, you're 35 years old and you're preying on little 16-year-olds. There's nothing wrong with that, bruv. What are you telling me?
What's wrong with that?
There's something wrong with that, bro. There's something wrong with you if you don't think there's something wrong with that, bruv.
The police says it's alright. The religion.
The police,
right?
the religion says it's okay.
It's alright.
Islam, is this your religion, bro? Is this what Islam says is okay, yeah? For you to go with a 16-year-old and you're 35 years old, bro?
Yeah.
And if someone...
Religion accepts this. And
There was another girl. She was like mixed race girl, and she was about 12 as well. And he had like. He's got. I'm telling you, I told
They
you.
drag her out of the house.
He grabs her by her arm like this, and he drags her out of the house, and she looks terrified. I see her this morning. Get out! I saw it yesterday morning. Sorry.
Getting dragged out by this guy forward.
Just stand there, and I
Asian
know-
guy, yeah?
Asian guy. He's got like a North trap style hoodie, light blue.
Number 21.
It's my next door neighbour. I've been telling the police. You know, how many times I knocked on my door and I'm like, can you take the girl? Like, I'm something.
It's a young girl. She looks about 14.
Asian girl, yeah.
About
She looks
14.
like my daughter's age, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I'm seeing her every day, and I've told the police. Can someone take this?
Does he sell drugs?
No. Yes.
He sells drugs?
His brothers live there, and I don't know what they're doing to that girl because there's about 4 guys in there with his brothers in there, and there's a young girl, and I've said it's weird, and I've said it's nasty, and the police have done that.
Cool. Because that's why we're here today. Because obviously we've been told by the community, by wider community, by
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I've told the police. There's undercover police that's come in. About 5 or 6 police have come. We've all said it. Everyone said it. And I said, why didn't you take it? And I said, I don't want this to be my daughter or something like that because she's a young girl.
Cool.
And I can hear them. He has music on too. I don't know. But he's been running from the police because the police know it's the stains. The stains have told me.
Yeah, he's 35 years old and she's 15 or 16.
His vibe is nasty,
Yeah.
nasty man.
All right. So you've seen the full video of this alleged rapist, grooming and gang operator being caught smuggling girls into his council flat. The house that's subsidized by us, by you and I paying the taxes and the government subsidizing for him, making it cheaper for him. Is bringing girls up to 5 to 6 girls at once. Multiple guys in an apartment. Multiple guys in an apartment. Yes. There's an article I'm going to read out too. Multiple guys in an apartment. And tiny little girls being brought in. And the police have been told several times, hey police, there's something going on here. And the police doesn't want to do anything. Something is repeating, right? Isn't it? Or nothing has changed. Either it's repeating or nothing has changed. I mean, we learned last week that the West Midlands police are scared of Islamists when they banned the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans. We learned that the police is scared of Islamists. Maybe they're scared everywhere. It's not just the West Midlands police. Maybe they're scared everywhere. And what makes this worse is that, well, maybe not worse, but maybe a good, maybe it sets good precedents, but that the people, us, we had to take the matter in our own hands to see justice. Now, of course, the Sikh people, brilliant community, by the way. Every Sikh person I've ever spoke to, I mean, it's good people to talk to. Good friends to make. I have to tell you, good friends to make. I had one, and very good friend. I've not heard any crazy stuff from the Sikh community here in the UK, but I've heard a lot from the Islamists for sure. For sure. Now, of course, the Sikh people went out there to confront this man because the police were not doing anything. The Sikh people went outside his apartment and they camped outside and they did not let go until something was done. And I think they're going to do it tonight as well. By the way, the police knows this situation very well. Tower Hamlet, they know this situation very well. Sadiq Khan, they know this situation very well. But when you ask them, they say they don't know. They say, can you explain it? Can you show me? I don't know what you're talking about. That's what Sadiq Khan says. He says he doesn't know about grooming gang, but he knows that this thing is going on. Now, here's a video I want to play for you. Of the Sikh community taking the matter into their own hands and protesting outside his apartment to get the girls out. Man, it's freaking awful, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. All right, let's get this video played. I want you guys to hear this video. Let's get this video play here. How the Sikh people, the Sikh community turned up to protest. So the police can maybe try to do something. Nowadays, the police doesn't even try to do their job unless you protest. That's how crazy. That's where we are now, where you have to protest for the police to think, oh, we have to do something. Oh, I have to go work. It's insane.
Otherwise, this one's going to stay all night, mate. The rest of us is going to stay.
Officer, just to the media.
No, that's all right.
No, but you got to understand, there was 20, 30 of us upstairs. We came down peacefully without any of the officers asking us to leave. So we are cooperating, but we just allow us, two of the cameramen, to go upstairs just to make sure that the mother is comfortable and just for evidence, so we know that the conversation between her, there's no threats. Because the guy's threatened the mother in the past in Punjabi.
Okay. My colleagues are up there with them, so they are safe.
That's not about that.
Your colleagues speak Punjabi?
Yeah, mate, we want evidence.
We can get translators on the phone. But what we don't want to happen is people got there and then more problems are caused. No problem. At the moment, everyone's surrounding the door. It's obviously not ideal, because if he comes out, he's not going to be coming out with us like this. If he does get arrested. Okay. If you guys want to move away from the door, then obviously that would be a lockdown. Our colleagues are up there.
Yeah, 131 lights receiving that control.
Okay, so guys, just giving you a quick update of what's going on. Let me just show you how many of us right here. There's over a couple of hundred of us over here. Okay, so there's easily a couple of hundred of us here. What's happened is, for those of you that don't know, there was a video that came out a couple of weeks ago of a middle-aged man in his late 30s, early 40s, who had groomed a girl from the age of 12, I think it's 12 or 14. He's been grooming her for the last couple of years, and what's happened is now he's got her to run away from home. The parents are here as well. Every single member that's been living here in this block of flats, and there's probably about 20 families here, yeah? Every single family has reported this to the police. The police have been having numerous calls regarding this for a very, very long time now. Nothing's been done about this. They come here, they speak to the girl, and then they go, yeah? But the fact that maybe she's turned 16 is out of the question. The fact that he has been grooming her for the last few years while she was underage is actually a crime. And the fact that police are not doing anything about this and they're not looking into this is a piss take.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Mr. Sadiq Khan, if you're watching this, come on mate, sort this out. This is not right. Yeah, this is not right. This is favoritism. Yeah, tomorrow it could be your daughter, it could be your sister, it could be your niece. This is not right. We are Sikhs, we stand by anyone, whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Muslim, or whether you're white or black. We will stand by you lot. If there is a crime that's going on, if the police are not pulling their fingers out of their asses, then we will step in. We have been here for the last couple of hours. There's easily over a couple of hundred of us here. There's about 100 people inside the block of flats as well, and there's about 100, 150 people outside here as well, yeah? We're not letting this go. This needs to be sorted. This guy needs to be brought out. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be fucking charged. It could be anyone's daughter tomorrow. It could be anyone's sister. It could be anyone's family member. She's only a little girl. We've gone in there. I've seen him. I've seen him. This little girl, man. She's fucking so tiny, so petite. Like, any banda that will look at her, you think she's about 12 years old. And he's got her brainwashed. He's got her brainwashed. This is what happens, guys. This is what I say to you lot. Look after your kids. When you guys are so busy at going to work, grafting, you're trying to put food on the table, you're neglecting your own children. And then your children are then getting fucking happiness from people like this. You understand? Brothers sitting on a fucking PlayStation all day, parents arguing all day, the fucking daughter's neglected. And as soon as she gets 2 minutes of fucking a bit of happiness from some random stranger, that's it. She's melted. And tomorrow it could be any one of you lot. Because I know the same is going on with all of you lot. You lot giving your kids too much fucking freedom, and you ain't paying attention to your kids. You ain't educating them on faith. You ain't educating them on culture. You're not doing any of that. And then tomorrow, when they get married off or they run away from home, and they have children at the age of 12, then you guys are going to fucking regret it. You understand? Then you're not going to be fucking filling up my inboxes. Guys, we are here in Hounslow, right opposite Simply Beds. So you can Google it, Simply Beds in Hounslow. We've blocked off all the roads here, guys. If anyone wants to come down, we've been here in the pouring rain. We ain't going home soon, I'll tell you that now. Because that in there, she's like my daughter as well. You understand?
Top man.
God bless.
This, if we can just have like a 1,000 of these guys around the street, around the area, protecting children. I mean, if we can have like maybe like somebody like him in the Met Police, I think I'll be okay letting my daughter go to the park. Because I know the police officer will stop any crazy shit. But no police officer stop crazy shit today. Guess what? The guy is in the flat with a girl, and guess what the police does? The police goes in the flat, they knock on his door, they get in, they talk to the girl, and the girl's like, lifestyle choices. Yeah, I chose to be here. And the police is like, all right, you chose to be here? And the girl's like, yeah, I chose to be here. And the police goes out. Don't they know that this girl's being groomed? Don't they know that this girl's been given stuff that she doesn't want to lose? Don't they know that this girl's been manipulated, blackmailed in some sense, in a way where she can't get out anymore? Don't they know that when somebody is hooked to a drug, it's very hard for you to let go, no matter if somebody tells you how bad it is? Like, they say smoke kills, and you look at the smoking package, it looks like somebody died. And then you take it out and you still smoke because you're hooked. Don't they know that? But no, the police officers are like, nah, she chose to be here. Oh, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna come back later. What do you mean you're gonna come back later? This girl's being groomed. A young girl, did you see the video? You see how tiny she looks? Fuck being 16, man, she's probably 12. No way. I don't know how we still think we are in this good relationship with the public services. Like we got this nice packed relationship where we pay tax so then they can patrol the street and keep it safe. But we still pay tax. It's going up almost every year. It's making it harder for employers to hire us as well, because they also have to pay a lot of national insurance. But somehow the police officer won't protect our daughters. Like, what kind of relationship is this? It's insane. Now, of course, we always do a little bit of digging. We don't just find a video and just play it to you guys. So we did a little bit of digging, looking at how the situation in Hamzo really is like regarding the grooming gang. I think they're hiding something. I honestly think, according to my research, reading these papers, and according to just, you know, your intuition, just connecting the dots of what Keir Starmer said and of what the Hamzo mayor and the councillors have said, I don't know. It looks like they're hiding something. It does, because when you read this article, right? When Hamzo, the mayor or the council, Hamzo's council, they've asked them about the grooming gang in Hamzo, and they did not respond. Why? Why are you failing to disclose what is happening in your area? And by the way, right now as we speak, there is a probe going on in Hamzo Council, in the area, regarding grooming gang that the police is investigating. They don't want to tell you that because they know, given what you just seen right now, you're probably going to be angry. Rightfully so, of course, rightfully so. You're probably going to get pissed. But right now, as we speak, there is an investigation going on in Hamzo regarding grooming gang. And then we've seen videos like this. It's like, it must be really, really wild. It must be really, really bad. And then when you ask Sadiq Khan about it, he says he doesn't know what grooming gang really is. He doesn't know. It's freaking insane. So let me quickly read you this article here. Hamzo's council failed to disclose a 3 years police probe into alleged West London grooming gang that was dropped last year. Despite being asked if there were recent concern in the borough, an investigation found that this week their leader, how do you say this name? Damn. Rajawata, that's the guy, that's the council leader. Hamzo council leader is Rajawata. Don't know what name that is, but I don't know. It's probably, yeah, done. Just ignore the name, all right? Called for striking balance between being publicly serious and creating panic. He says you and I are basically creating panic when we're talking about grooming gang. And he carries on saying, when you ask for public information, for freedom of information. So he says, obviously, when you ask, make sure you ask your question where you're public, where you're serious, or you come out like you're trying to create panic. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know what the heck he's talking about, but let's keep reading this. In June, Hamzo opposition leader Peter Thompson asked whether any concern of this nature relating to a groom-based child exploitation and if they have identified or raised any in Hamzo in recent years. The Hamzo council officer assured him, I quote, "There is no concern around organized/group sexual exploitation of young children in the area." That's what he responded, assuring him there is nothing at all. Even though the council was being investigated for grooming gang. It's like, how do you make this make sense? You are being investigated for this, but then you're asked if that is taken on. You say there's nothing like that going on. I don't know, folks. I think these guys think we're all stupid. Maybe they think you and I are like, we're just waiting for, whatever they say is what we take, is what we believe, and is what we say to our fellow citizens at home, our fellow compatriots, whatever we are. But Sadiq Khan was also asked as you already know, Sadiq Khan was also asked multiple times about the grooming gang. He always says no. It's insane. I want to look deeper into this. I mean, this article is deep. I want to look deeper into it. But after reading this full article, you learn that there is something that these two are hiding. The Hounslow Council and also Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London. Deep. Something big is happening. Because they are being investigated, but then they're telling the public, hey, don't ask questions, you're going to create panic. And then they're like, hey, there's nothing going on. But they are also being investigated for something, because police see that something is taking place. Then we see videos like this. I mean, if you're a person with your own brain, I mean, you can connect the dot and be like, yeah, something is going on here. So let's read this over article. Hounslow Council did not clarify the apparent disparity between what the council officer said and what the Freedom of Information request uncovered, but have since stated that, I quote, "We are aware of an ongoing investigation in related to single Hounslow child. So meaning there's no grooming gang, there's just single. So I don't know what they mean. Do they mean that this guy just reported to you? Or do they mean somebody else? I'm not sure. But they said there's single grooming gang going on. Single, just one child. It could mean just one case, or it could mean one case involving just one just one perpetrators. Do you get it? Because when we say grooming gang, it's like a whole gang of people who go, who go looking for girls and exploit them for sexual pleasure and all the crazy stuff that they do to them. Meaning, like, they could, like, they've done crazy stuff, like, marking their butts with oh man, they've done crazy stuff like marking their tongue, tattooing their ass with their names. They've done crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff. So either this guy, the Hounslow Council, is saying, hey, there is only one single grooming gang here that will, there's only one single child exploitation that's taking place in the land, in the area, only one case. Or there is a lot of cases involving one assailant each. We don't know what that means. But if you ask the questions, they tell you that you are creating panic, or they tell you that you're not serious, or maybe you're Islamophobia, or whatever they want to throw at you. And when Sadiq Khan was asked, of course, he said, nothing is going on. I don't know if you guys know. I think I should play this. 2 seconds. Let me find this video. I don't know. The producer didn't get this video here. This is insane. It's crazy. So let's see. Sadiq Khan on grooming gang. I'm sure they probably took it down or something. Two seconds. Oh, there it is.
Answer it. Just how many grooming gangs have we got in London?
To avoid any misunderstanding, can she define what she means by that?
Yes, if you look at what's gone on in Rotherham, where there are people taking young girls, grooming them for sex, that is what I'm talking about.
We know in London there are issues about exploitation of young people, but they're not as defined by the member in her definition of what those types of gangs are.
So are you saying we haven't got the same sort of gangs that are in Rotherham, Bradford and lots of other places in the country?
Just for you misunderstanding, what does she mean by that?
You know full well what I mean by that. It's all over the television. You know exactly what I mean by that. These gangs of people that are grooming young girls for sex. Do we actually have those in London?
Today, I'm unclear, Chair, what is meant by the question. If you could spell it out, I can answer.
I've just spelt it out. Are you not listening? It's the sort of gangs that groom young girls at a young age for sex. Exactly how much clearer do you want me to be?
I mean, this guy doesn't know what grooming gang is. The same time he was asked that question, there was investigation in London that found over, I think, I don't know how many thousands of cases in his place that he rules over. But at the same time, he doesn't know what grooming gang is. I think this guy, man, if we get the right politician in, I want somebody to investigate this guy. I really do want somebody to investigate Sadiq Khan, because he takes the piss, and he does it because I don't know if does he really care? I don't think he cares. Does it? No, I don't think he cares. It's insane. Apparently he doesn't know what grooming gang is. But at the same time, there is thousands of cases being investigated in his town. The place that he rules over. For over 10 years now. And you're telling me nothing like that is happening in London? I mean, look at Hansel. They were asked if they had a grooming gang thing in their, in their town. If that existed. They said no, it didn't exist. But then, a few months later, police just dropped the investigation that was running for 3 years about grooming gang in their town. So what do you want to say? That they were investigating nothing? Or that they somehow just launched like, hey, I just want to investigate? Yeah, I don't know, folks. I think there's something fishy here. Somebody needs to get in and investigate Sadiq Khan, because I honestly think there's something there. I think we can actually find something in Sadiq Khan, and that could put him in jail as well. Hey, I think so. I really do. Oh, this story deserves 3 hours of broadcast. 3 hours of broadcast for sure. But we're going to move on to the next story. It's just small, crazy stuff happening in the country. I think it's important that we talk about it all the time. As we're talking about grooming gangs, sexual exploitation, it's important we also talk about this one. So I don't know if you know, but there's a boat. There's like tiny little dinghies that come into the country. Small little dinghies. They come in. People come in the country via small boat. They come in a dinghy. And we're, and the government doesn't know what to do. We're panicking. We don't know what to do. Somehow we just lost the ability to stop someone from invading us. Like, we just lost it. These guys come in dinghies and, they get in. And obviously, as you already know, the UK is very welcoming, right? We welcome them. We give them place to sleep. We give them, food to eat. We give them clothes. Give them phones so they can contact their people and tell them, hey, so they can contact their people and say, hey, I made it. We give them phones. Sometimes we go above and beyond and we put money in their pocket. Actually, no, that's just the bare minimum. We put money in their pockets. And yeah, we just set them up. We set them up for success. And what do? Well, they go and sexually assault young girls, young boys in the country. And yeah, we can make an exception that is not all of them. Not all of them go and sexually assaulted young kids, of course not. But one that comes in that does it, yeah, that's too much. Sorry, that's too much. Ew, it's too much. Send it back. That's the attitude. That should be the attitude. We should not be like, oh, I hope that boat doesn't carry one guy who might do it. No. One guy did it. That's too much. But for us, it's like, no, we want more in. We want all of them to come. And somehow the channel is wide open for these guys to keep on coming. And I'm talking about this story of a migrant who went out there and sexually assaulted a young girl. And I think it's important we talk about it. He came into the country. 2 weeks being in the country. Folks, weeks of being in the country. Few weeks of him being in the country. As you already know, we give him phones. We give him everything. We basically give them all the tools for them to go conquer, right? And he went on Snapchat. He groomed a young girl. He groomed her. And he got her to meet him. They met first time. They went out. And the judge said this relationship was promising. That they were going to do something. You know, they were going to become couples. By the way, this guy is 27. And the girl, how old? Probably 17, 18. I think the court says 18. All right. We'll say 18 as well. It's 18. Okay, 18. And of course, they went out there. They went on a date, first date. Apparently it was okay. Nothing bad happened. So 27, 18. All right, 27, 18. Just look at the gap. It's a huge gap. And then the second date, apparently everything went well. According to the court, everything went well. Third date, apparently, according to the court, everything went well. But the fourth date, oh no. No, nothing went well. Nothing. The girl was raped. Oh God. The girl was raped in a very disgusting way. I mean, there's not a good way to rape someone. I'm not saying that, but I can't read you the crazy stuff that he did to her. But I can read you what she said about how she feels today. About how her life was basically taken over. And she doesn't feel the same anymore. It's insane, bro. This is what we're doing. These are the people we're allowing to come in the country, man. It's crazy. So let's read this article. Asylum seekers has been jailed for raping a teenager he met online within weeks of him arriving in the country via a small boat. A Kurdish national, Emet Ogar, who was living at a Holiday Inn Express, Tamworth, forced himself on an 18-year-old victim in ground of Tamworth Castle. He later sent a message to a girl saying he was sorry about what he'd done. So he knew what he was doing. So he sent a message saying he was sorry. Now I'm going to skip all this, then I'll read you to... Obviously, I've told you the story. I'm going to read you what she said after this thing. The victim read a statement to court today saying her ordeal with Ogar, his last name is Ogar, had completely changed her as a person. She said, I quote, "He took every part of my light I had in me. I quit college, I stopped going to the gym and stopped doing the things I loved. I distanced myself from seeing my family and friends because I don't like me anymore." Damn. Addressing her torment, she said, I quote, "Part of me wishes you would have..." Damn. Part of me wish you should have killed me. Killed me that night instead. Because that way I would not have to be... It would have been easier than living with a body you have touched. Shit. That is deep. You know when you read these words out loud... when you read the words out loud, it's more, it's more like, it's like, it drops. Your heart just drops. And by the way, this is an 18-year-old girl. It's not like we're talking about a 60-year-old girl who's saying goodbye to the world. No, this girl is saying hi and introducing herself to this world. And guess what? This is the first sexual experience that she has to go through. It's going to be tough for her. Why? Because we let people in and we give them places to live. We give them everything. We basically prepare them and we give them all the tools that they need for them to hurt us. It's like, here's the phone so you can text the girls. Here's the house so you can stay warm at night. Oh, it's crazy. Man. But the court said he can carry on staying in the country. Yeah, the court said he can carry on staying in the country. I don't know what... I think we need to need like a clean up in the court system that we have. We need somebody to go out there and do some clean up. We need everybody to do the test again. We need everybody to go to college, new colleges, new universities, new law schools. Maybe teach some people some morals. You know? Teach them how to feel again. That's what we need to do. So this guy has done this within weeks being in the country, but guess what? It's okay. He can stay in the country. Man, I want to know what else he has to give to this land, given that the first thing that he gave us was this. It's freaking insane. It's crazy. This is where we are today. And this is just one of many stories that I'm going to cover today that is full-on betrayal to the British people. Full-on betrayal to the British people. This should be illegal. It is illegal. But guess what? It's been allowed to take place. It's been allowed to just... It's like a business now. It's booming. And we've allowed it. This is dangerous. A lot of people die making that crossing. If we care about, if the lefty government, like K-Starmer, really care about human beings, they should stop it. They should make sure nobody tried to cross the boat, the sea. The river. Nobody should try cross it. Because it's going to kill you. As a lefty government, you should try to stop people from dying. I thought you guys were the morality police, no? You guys are the pro-guys and pro-Palestinian. You don't want nobody to die. But you are okay. And a guy getting in a dinghy so they have potential of dying or potential of going there and sexually assaulting a kid. It makes no sense. And this is one of many stories that we're going to talk about today, including this one here. So this story is not new. It's not an isolated incident. So many things have happened regarding illegal migrants being here in a couple weeks, couple months, and sexually assaulted young kids. It's becoming a new thing now. And quite frankly, I think the public have now accepted it. There's no sort of reaction that used to, people used to react angry, like, oh, stop this. That reaction has gone away now. They've effectively got us to accept it. Well, obviously not me. I've not accepted it, but I guess you guys have. They've effectively got us to basically accept this and be like, okay, we're going to take it. And guess what? We are taking it. It's been going on for months now, years, decades. When is it going to end? What is it going to end? But this is where we are today, folks. This is where we are today. It's dangerous to let your little girl. First of all, you can't even let your girl online because it's dangerous online too. You can't let your girl go to the park because it's dangerous at the park too. Can't let your girl go to school because it's dangerous at the school too. First of all, the teacher's going to probably teach them something crazy like, hey, don't raise the flag because that's racist. Hey, don't do this because that's far right. Hey, don't try to love your culture and your history because that could be anti-Semitic. That could be, Islamophobia. That could be racist. That's the history that these kids have been taught. So it's dangerous to send your kids to school. Depending on what school, of course. Because some schools are doing, we're known for producing great minds, right? But not in today's time, I guess. Not many in today's time. So school is dangerous. It's dangerous for you to, get them, let them go with their friends out. It's dangerous for you to let your boy go with his little friend boy outside to play or to ride a bike because you fear that he might be stabbed because some guy wanted his bike. This is where we are today. Everything is dangerous. Everything is scary now. Where you always have to think. You always have to play like 4D chess before allowing your kid to, to just experience life a little bit. Because the land that we're in now, yeah, it's changed. Now, there is this thing that, of course, will shock you. Because some of you guys might be thinking, all right, they're raping kids, they're doing this, obviously, sexual assault, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that means they're going to jail. Some of you guys might say. Well, actually, the numbers tell us different. The numbers say different. Very different. Because this is what the numbers say. 1 in 4 women have been sexually or raped or sexually assaulted since the age of 16. 1 in 6 children have been sexually abused. 1 in 18 men have been raped or sexually abused since the age of 16. Okay, and we can scroll back up, and we can scroll up, and this is the numbers of kids that were, well, this is the numbers of cases reported by the police, by the way. And you have to know that a lot of people don't report to the police because obviously the police usually, if you go through the grooming gang and why a lot of, look at the crazy stuff, you understand why. Not many people report to the police, but this many people did in 1 year. 1 freaking year, folks. And by the way, look at that. By the end of 2024, charges had been brought in just 3% of that. Actually, 2.7% of this. And obviously, it simplifies it here. Fewer than 3 people in 100 rapes recorded by the police in 2024 resulted in someone being charged that same year. So, just 100 people and only 3 will be charged that same year. Do you understand how bad that is? Do you understand how dangerous that is? 100 people and only 3 that year. Meaning that either the police was, here's the options. Either the police were very, slow. Okay, that could be one. Or they didn't do anything. And only 3 out of 100. And that happens in just 1 year. So imagine, let's say now they have so many people to chase next year. Then they got so many people who have just committed that 1 year. And then, so many. By the time it's 10 years, they have 100, millions of cases to chase. Why? Because they're only going by 3, 2.7% yearly. When there should be 90 or 100. It should catch everybody. But no, that's too much to ask. But you should pay your tax, right? Because the police need to be paid. The Metropolitan Police is asking for more wages, more funding, more control, more power. So now they can listen to your phones and do all the things. But guess what? They won't catch the guy who just sexually assaulted somebody. They won't catch the guy who just stole your phone. They won't catch the guy who just punched a girl for no reason. But they want more power, don't they? They're asking for more power. Oh, we need this. We need all these vans that cost us 105 million. We need all these vans. How many vans? Maybe 20 vans. That's it for that much? Yeah. We need all these vans. Okay, we give them the vans, all right. And we also want the vans to have facial recognition technology. And we're like, okay, take more power. And guess what? You do fuck all. Sorry for my language. You do nothing at all. And if you do something, you brag about it so much so you can get yourself back in power. That's Sadiq Khan right now. He's bragging about 1 digit that makes his tenure in power great. He's bragging about 1 incident that makes him look good. Oh, not many people are dying. Vote for me. Yeah, but everybody else is feeling the pain. People are being stabbed still. Girls are being sexually assaulted still. All these things are still happening. But 1 digit makes you look good. Yeah, you want to rally behind that. And it's insane how these politicians play games around us. They literally pause in circles. And we're endlessly just going in circles. But folks, thank you so much, folks. Let's get into another story. We got a lot of stories to cover here. So many stories to cover. Now, I just told you about this guy from Snapchat who comes here illegally and then not sexually assaulted, but raped somebody within 3 weeks of being in the country. You know where he was staying? You know what place he was housed? You know where he was able to stay and live? Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn took him in. Holiday Inn Express, the hotel, took him in Obviously, they let him stay there. Nice. They gave him everything, I guess. But the same Holiday Inn has refused to accept any homeless in the hotel, regardless if you pay or not. Of course, you have to pay. You paid for the hotel. Let's say you want to be generous. You're out there in the town center. Could be Manchester. You're walking around. There's homeless people. And maybe you see a homeless woman, and you're thinking, this is dangerous for her to be out here. It's freaking cold. And there's random people walking around. It's dangerous. And you look on your phone. You pick up your phone and you go and you search on booking.com. You find the cheapest hotel nearby. I'm like, okay, Holiday Inn, maybe £35, maybe £40. I feel generous today. I'm going to put her in a hotel. And you pay for the hotel. And you grab the girl. And you take it to the hotel. And the hotel manager looks at her. Recognize that she's looking rough. And they say, no. We're going to give you a refund. Or maybe, they look at your booking. They're like, oh, this is not refundable. No homeless person's coming in. This is how crazy it is, folks. It's insane. No homeless person is allowed to sleep on their bed. They're basically saying these homeless people are so untouchable that they do not even... They should not even sleep or step in the hotel, no matter if you paid. I mean, wow. Now we have the untouchable in this country. They're untouchable. The people who maybe their parents have contributed a lot to the land. The people who maybe once in their life also contributed to this economy of ours. But something bad happened to them, maybe something, based on decisions or stuff happened to them and they got homeless. No, we can't longer touch them anymore. They should not sleep on a bed. It's crazy, folks. Listen to this.
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be able to check you in. Right? Full truth and transparency of the building, obviously. I know we don't, the hotel doesn't allow that. Not a personal thing.
I'm not from the street. We've just come all the way. We've booked the...
We know people. Right. I've been on doing the doors and that for a while.
We've had.
The hotel won't. If the hotel won't allow me, my manager would have me.
We've put 30 people in rooms over the past 2 days. Do you know that?
I do.
All
it's
over.
The company's policy.
Do you know it's
-6
outside?
It's not mine personally, it's the company's.
Right, so how do we now go about getting our money back?
I can deal with that from this side. It's on, what was the name under?
Amanda. It's -6 outside, mate.
I totally.
And I'm walking around trying all that I can just...
Yeah. This is where we are. Nowadays, the hotels, the same hotel that was housing that guy who sexually assaulted somebody, came in the UK illegally. Within weeks, sexually, assaulted somebody and rapes a young girl. He was allowed to sleep in that hotel. We paid for it, the taxpayers. He's still allowed to sleep there. Obviously, now he's in jail for 7 years. But a homeless person, you paid for her, so you be generous and you paid for the hotel so you can get the girl to sleep or the guy to sleep at the hotel. The manager say no. We cannot allow the untouchable. We cannot allow him in the hotel. Why do you think they won't allow him? Why? I can't really tell you, but why? I mean, the whole point of being, when you're a citizen to a country and you see a fellow citizen not doing well, I think there should be some sort of responsibility or duty for you to provide a little bit for that person. Because that's your countryman. That's your countrywoman. If something was to happen, let's say if something was to happen, let's say Russia, because Russia is the biggest threat, right? Let's say they want to invade, like what Keir Starmer is always trying to tell you. Guess who you're going to run with? Guess who you're going to hold hands with? That homeless person. Because that's your countryman. That's the way it should be. No? Am I seeing this different? The fact that we're not able to even touch them, the fact that we see them as untouchable, it's freaking insane. It's outrageous to say the least. It's like there's like class systems now. There's literally class system in the UK now. It's like the super rich where you don't get to see. They influence election. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Those super rich will dictate who's gonna be in power. You got the super rich. Then you got the ones who are rich bragging in. Then you got the politicians. Yeah, they're untouchable too, I'm telling you. But in the super level stuff. And then you got maybe your middle class. The ones who pay the tax. The ones who keep the country running. Then you got, another middle class. Then you got one that relies on basically benefits, but they still exist. Then you got like homeless people who got nothing. And those ones are the ones who everybody looks down and be like, nah, I ain't getting close to him. Yeah, this is crazy, folks. We got to change the mindset, man. We have to start looking up and taking care of our brothers and sisters around us, I urge everybody, if you're outside right now, go to the cash machine, get a $5 out, break it into 2 or 3 or whatever. Put it in the nearest cup you see. Put it in the nearest cup you see, They're always there. I know some of you guys might be like, oh, this homeless guy is going to go smoke it. I mean, what do you expect him to do? Do you know how cold it is outside? You know how cold it is outside? I go outside, I'm like, I'm going back in. I don't need sugar anymore. I'm going back in. It's freaking cold. And you give them £1 or £3 and you say, oh, they're going to smoke it. What else do you expect them to do? Buy a house? Or invest in the stock market? What the fuck do you expect them to do? They're going to take something that releases pain from them. And the cheapest thing they can take is fucking drugs. And I know you might be like, Barack, are you trying to say it's okay to take drugs? No, of course not. But that's the only thing that they can take to relieve their pain. And I understand it. And I understand it, folks. And I understand it. But it's crazy, folks. Insane. All right. We got a lot of stories here that I want to cover. I really do want to cover a lot of stories. But let's do this too. The last 2. All right. Let's do the last 2, yeah? We just hit 1 hour on the mark. 1 hour. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Are you guys receiving me well? How are we doing? This is the episode 2 this year. As you already know, they deleted all our episodes. We've been here for a very long time on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube since I was 14. But they obviously you can't find any of those videos because last year, literally like around this time last year, just the end of January, we got demonetized, multiple videos got deleted, and then we fought YouTube for 9 months till September last year. We got the monetization back, and now we basically try to rebuild. That's why every video that you see here on the channel is basically kind of new. It's like 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago, because there's not like 2 years ago. There's not like 3 years ago because all that is gone. So if you're new to the channel, if you can support, please support the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Really do appreciate you guys. You guys have lit fire on my feet. They hate it now. They don't like it, but coming after them hard. Now let's talk about Keir Starmer, right? Because Keir Starmer likes to give money away. He does, right? Oof, let's put this behind. Make it comfy for me a little bit, guys. Okay, this chair is messing around. This chair. By the way, there's a supporter. This company supports the channel. They sent me this chair. So if you're looking to buy new chairs, please go and get their chairs. They sent me these chairs one time. They sent it to me. I was like, yo, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yeah, I've been using it ever since, and it's freaking cool. So yeah, if you are looking to buy like a gaming chair or office chair, yeah, by the way, they are too comfy. So you have to be aware of that. It's very nice. You can stay on this chair for like a week straight. You won't even feel anything. Look how comfy it is. I'm telling you, man. So you can go and support them. Okay, cool. So let's cover this news story. Keir Starmer. Oh God. Damn. Fuck. Tea is gone. There's no tea in this cup. Fuck. We need tea, man. We're British people now. We drink tea all the time. 5 times a day sometimes. We need tea. We need a brew. It's true. I know you guys are probably drinking your tea right now, but my tea is gone. Bro, this thing was done before we went live. You know, one of those guys who drink tea like it's water. They're just like, zoom, zoom. They want to drink it so fast. And that's me. Usually every time when I'm with my friends and they make coffee and we make coffee, my coffee is done before they... I don't know how people drink coffee when it's cold. I can't drink it when it's cold. So I'm always trying to get rid of it. Done. I want to get rid of it quick. But yeah, so let's talk about Keir Starmer, shall we? So Keir Starmer likes to give money away. He does. He loves to give money away. Anybody who wants it, everybody that wants it, they take it. He gives them. It's that easy. Keir Starmer gives money away. He loves to give money away. He loves to give money away. It does. And yeah, this time he's gave money to Abu Muhammad Zubaydah. And you're probably thinking, Barak, who's Abu Muhammad Zubaydah? Well, this is how it looks like. Kind of young, right? No, don't be shocked by that. You know, handsome looking face, I should say. Don't be shocked. Don't be manipulated by the face. This guy was a mastermind in the 9/11 terror attack. Sorry. You know, he was out there plotting, organizing the terror plots. You know, worked for Al Qaeda, Bin Laden, all those big body terrorist leaders. He worked for those guys. And Keir Starmer has paid him money. And let me just quickly tell you how we got here today for him to receive the amount of money that he just received. By the way, they didn't say he received money. They didn't say the amount he received, but they said a significant sum of money. So that means it's in the millions. It's in a lot of millions. So the reason why he's receiving the money that obviously now is being passed through is because of, you know, when 9/11 happened, a lot of power was given to the governments, including the United Kingdom. We got all the Terrorist Act, all these things. The US gained a lot of power. The US government gained so much power. They got the Patriot Act. They got the, you know, Homeland Security. I think they got that. The H test. I think that's what it is. They got the ICE. ICE was also formed by here. Immigration Enforcement and Custom, whatever. They got so much power. And one of them was the CIA gained power as well because they wanted to go after these people, but they couldn't do it without making these people, without identifying them within the law that these people are dangerous. So they got some lawyers, hundreds of lawyers. The CIA was involved. The MI5 was involved. They got some lawyers. These lawyers draft up some another legal loophole that they do. They made that up and they passed it through and they got this guy. I think they caught him in Pakistan. They always go hide in Pakistan, right? Just like they caught Mohammed, just how they caught Bin Laden in Pakistan as well. You know, they caught this guy in Pakistan. He's a Palestinian Pakistani who contributed a lot into terror before 9/11 and after 9/11 in 2000. Caught, and so many other people as well. And the CIA run this covert network of prisons. It was like a secret prisons that we never did get to find about until later on. and they were torturing these guys. The reason they were torturing them to tell them, like, hey, you know, tell us who did it, who's who, what's going on, give us the information, give us this. So they were illegally torturing them through obviously the legal loophole that they created after the power that they got after 9/11. And yeah, he was tortured. He wasn't taken to court. He wasn't, he wasn't proven guilty. Even till today, he's still not proven guilty in Guantanamo Bay. He's prisoned there. And all the crazy stuff that they've done to him, waterboard him, they've done all this crazy stuff that later on we find out that the CIA and MI5 constantly rejected, that they were not involved or that was not happening. But now we figured out that it did happen and it's still happening today. And because the MI5 was involved in getting this guy there, in interrogating him, in sending the CIA methods of how to do it. So his lawyers filed for, filed for a legal suit against us and the CIA and all the government that was involved, and we settled because we basically lost. We couldn't defend it any further, to give this guy millions of pounds. I don't know, well, significant fund of money. That's what it says. Significant sums of money. By the way, this guy is still in jail right now. He's been there since 2002. So he's been there for quite a while. 24 years, 25 years, various. Because he was traveled around. They had a lot of places. They had a place in Africa, Egypt. They had a place in Poland. They had a place in Croatia. They had a place in United. They had a place everywhere. They had a place in Switzerland. They had a place even in, I think, what's that Asian place? What's that Asian place? What's that Asian place? I can't even see the map. They had a place in some Asian place over there. That was the first ever place. And they were there for like 1 year or a couple months. And because people figured out what CIA was doing in those little camp, people raise up, and because it meant to be a secret, they moved the camp to a black site that was in Poland. I think somewhere in Poland. They paid like £22 million for the black site, and they did all the they basically kept it hidden, and to the point where they were torturing these guys en route to places. They had a ship in the ocean just spinning around the ocean. These guys were being interrogated there. So it was very secretive, very concrete, heavy, hidden mission. But today Keir Starmer decides that this guy deserves your money or my money. That's correct. So this guy is a known terrorist. I know maybe he's not been charged. He's not been like fully gone through the legal, through the legal route and be like, hey, found guilty on stuff. He's not been found guilty, but he's a terrorist. It's a fact that he was a part of it. But somehow we have to pay him significant sums of money. They don't want to tell us how much that was. Maybe it could be 52 millions. Maybe it could, significant sums of money is not like 100K. It's definitely not 50 grand. It's definitely not £500,000. Significant sums of money is like millions of money. Your money, my tax money. They took it how you and I piggy bank, and they gave it to him. If this guy was also if this guy's a terrorist, why can't we just charge him, put him in jail, done? But no, we have to give him money. And it's probably going to hire more lawyers, powerful lawyers. That's going to probably get him free. But then I don't get it. Here's where I have to say to you guys where I lose it sometimes. Because here on the West, we have a big problem in holding terrorists accountable. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. We have huge problem. It's like we always go around before holding a terrorist accountable. It's like, what are we scared of? What are we scared of if we can hold these guys accountable? Like, for example, the guy in Syria. What's his name again? what's the Syrian guy? Abu Muhammad al-Julani. He changed his name to Al-Fashar, but his name is Abu Muhammad al-Julani, a known terrorist who killed a lot of people, who killed a lot of Afghanis, he killed a lot of Iraqis, he killed a lot of, the war with, he killed a lot of Iranians with the, Saddam Hussein and Iran, and Iran, the war, the Gulf War. He killed a lot of people. He was involved in a lot of these crazy stuff. But somehow today, he's shaking hands with David Lammy. He's shaking his hand with Donald Trump. He's shaking his hand with all these world leaders. He's traveling around with, he's traveling around in airplane, in presidential plane. But this guy was a terrorist. He's known to be a terrorist. So I always have a problem with this. I don't know why we always take it lightly. It's like we don't want to persecute terrorists. It's like we always have a little reward for them later on. It's insane. It's crazy. And these judges are always ready to defend them. Of course, obviously, it's their job. You get hired, you go out there and you work. But if this guy is known, is proven to be a terrorist, why are we having to pay him? He could have been in jail. Maybe they're waiting for him to be the leader of, like, maybe, I don't know, some other Middle Eastern country. Maybe he's going to be a leader of Pakistan one day, or maybe a leader of Palestine because he's a Palestinian. Yeah, this is the story here. It's insane. It should terrify you guys. But this guy has earned his money. He's earned his money. He's earned his money. But here's BBC. Here's BBC reporting to you guys. Substantial compensation, they say. BBC has mentioned. But we're not going to spend too much time on this. But let me just switch it on BBC, what they say about him.
Paid by the UK government, the BBC can reveal, to a Palestinian man who was tortured by the CIA and remains imprisoned without trial for almost 20 years at Guantanamo Bay, the US detention camp set up after 9/11. MI5 and MI6 passed questions to the CIA for use during Abu Zubaydah's interrogations, despite knowing of his extreme mistreatment.
The forever prisoner, Abu Zubaydah, has been held for 24 years without charge. In the aftermath of 9/11, he was captured in Pakistan by the US. The US no longer claims Abu Zubaydah was in Al-Qaeda, but at the time said this.
He was spending a lot of time as one of the top operating officials of Al-Qaeda, plotting and planning murder. He's not plotting, and he's not planning anymore.
For years in secret CIA detention centres like this one in Lithuania, where he was tortured and interrogated. Something he has since depicted in drawings.
He was brutally beaten. He was subject to excessive waterboarding, which is sometimes referred to as simulated drowning, but in his case he actually was drowned and he had to be resuscitated.
But spies here at MI6, like those at MI5, sent questions for the CIA to use during interrogations, despite knowing that Abu Zubaydah was being mistreated. Abu Zubaydah brought a legal claim against the UK on the basis that its intelligence services were complicit in torture. The case has now been settled, with Abu Zubaydah paid a substantial sum of money.
The critical question is to ensure that he is released. These violations of his rights are not historic, they are ongoing. And it's very important, I think, that the United Kingdom and other governments that share responsibility for his ongoing torture and unlawful detention step up and try to ensure that he is released.
The government said it won't comment on Abu Zubaydah's case.
Yeah, but they'll send him money though. Yeah, they won't comment, but they're going to send him money anyway. It's always the government, right? They never make the money, but they're always ready to spend it. They are always ready to spend it to whoever is asking. It doesn't matter if it's Abu Zubaydah or it doesn't matter if it's Abu Muhammad al-Julani in Syria. Anybody can get it. That's literally our government. Anybody can get it. Or maybe it could be the Fulani terrorist organization in Nigeria. If they also want money, yeah, we're gonna send them too. That's what we do. We love helping. It's crazy, folks. It's freaking crazy. But speaking about sending money, it's important we talk about this money that was sent to this lady. Millions of of benefits sent to this lady. Yeah, this lady here. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. Millions was sent to this lady. Millions was sent. Millions was sent to this lady. Do you remember her? 2014. Sorry, 2024. Remember this girl? Yeah, she was sent money. She had the thing going on. She started doing everything that she wanted. Makeup on fleek. Yeah. Go ahead, 50 years old, 52 years old, 53 years old. You're looking beautiful. Go ahead. Makeup, mascara, whatever the girls do. New hair, new nose. I'm not sure. I don't know if she did all that, but she received so much money in benefits. Her brothers, nieces, uncles, all the people that she knew also received money too. It's freaking insane. This is the biggest benefit fraudster in the country. This story should piss you off, folks. It's pissing me off too. Pissed me off knowing that I have to prepare for this show. Doing all this. Working all hard. Doing my business, then keeping the show active. Doing my business, keep the show active. All that to make a living, to make a name for yourself. But this girl was just sitting at home, receiving hundreds of pounds every month. She took over £54 million of benefit fraud. She spent all that by just staying at home. I mean, what the... It's just crazy. Here she is. Now, she was jailed for how long? 18 months she was jailed for. She came out now, and guess what she's doing? Receiving the same amount. Obviously, maybe not big enough. This time, not big. It's not that big. It's not that huge this time. But she's still receiving a lot of freaking money, folks. This was her when she was receiving so much money. Yeah, she was literally staying at home, doing nothing. Hiring people to come and claim the benefits. Up to £54 million. I'm telling you. That's a lot of freaking money. Not many businesses make that much. Not many businesses get to over £1 million in revenue. Yearly. But this girl was making it. She was making money. She was printing money, cash. Bags full of cash. Real British pound. £50, yes. You've never seen £50 before, and if you do, it's very rare. She used to carry it everywhere. And she went to jail. And then she did 18 months. By the way, she did 18 freaking months. 18 months, folks. She did 18 months in jail after stealing £54 million of benefits. And she only did 18 months in jail. I mean, you can go in jail for 3 years if you tweeted something crazy. You will go to jail if you tweeted something crazy. And the worst thing is, you can go to jail right now if you inaccurate communicating. Meaning you posted something that was not true. So if I was to post saying, I am a girl, obviously they're not going to arrest me for that, because that is not, that could be true, I guess. But let's just say I posted something crazy. That's not, inaccurate communicating. Yeah, that's a new thing now. You can actually be arrested for inaccurate communicating. Or maybe I say, Keir Starmer is the best prime minister. I could go to jail for that. Probably not. But yeah, you can go to jail. You can get years in tweeting. But this girl got 18 months for robbing us 54 million pounds. And then she comes out, and the cheek is, she gets back on that same fucking benefits. Man, I'm going to tell you a story, man. I will tell you a story of how hard it is to make money in today's time. It is freaking hard. It is freaking hard, folks. But hey, it's hard for you. Not for her, I guess. It's always hard for everybody. Not for her. She robbed so much money. She took everything. All for free. This is her face. She got in. She was living here in the council house. This is her, a mugshot. This is how much money she was making. Look at that, bro. This is huge. Crazy stuff, folks. Crazy stuff. Now, she's taking, right now she's taking, let's just bring out the article. Get the article up so we can read it to you guys of how much money she's taking in benefits right now as we speak. A Bulgarian woman who took part in Britain's biggest ever benefit fraud has just made a mockery of taxpayers by claiming universal credit after being released from jail, while moaning that her court case left her depressed. That's the reason why she's also not working anymore. So she was jailed. She came out and she's obviously claiming that much money again. But let's carry on reading. How much? Obviously, let's carry on so we can find out how much money she's making and we can do our calculation, how unfair this really is. So let's see. Where are we? Okay. She was jailed for 3 years in May 2024 for a role in the conspiracy which stole over 54 million from taxpayers. But the 54-year-old has just returned to her London home and signed on to benefits, universal credit, alongside her husband, who now says she receives £1,300 a month. All right, so look, let's talk about this. So let's say she receives £1,300 a month. She just says that. She claims that's how much she received. Okay, that's how much she received. All right. So she doesn't have to pay for traveling to go to work because she doesn't work. So she just gained that. That's instant. That's like in the bank already. And let's see how much that is. 2 seconds, guys. So that's just over the taxpayers, over the tax, the tax threshold. That's 15,000 a month. Okay, 15,000 a month. Let's just do a calculation based on, like, I got cousins. They're pretty young. I got sisters. They're pretty young. They work, and the average is like they can probably get a job that pays £24,000. Maybe they get a job that pays 25. Maybe right now most jobs are paying like 22k, which is crazy, right? 22k, 13, 23, 25. If being a nurse right now, you'll probably get like 25, 26. Okay, let's just say an average nurse. Let's look it up. How much does an average nurse earns? Like, so I'm not just making my maths out of nowhere. So let's actually work on somebody who's actually getting paid right now. Average nurse salary. Actually, Manchester. Let's do Manchester. All right. Average salary. So it starts up from 29. So it starts off from 29 if you're obviously a newbie. Actually, fresh. Let's just say fresh. Fresh from uni. 28, okay? 28, 29, 27. So it says average here, entry level is 27. All right, 27k. Now let's go to, sorry guys, I'm going to share my screen real quick. So let me just lay out the ground. Government take home calculation. All right, start here. All right, cool. So let's just say, all right, folks. So this is the calculation, okay? Can you guys see this? This is the government website. So accept the cookies. Obviously, don't accept the cookies all the time, but we accept the cookies all the time here, all right? It's easier. It's faster. All right, so this is the government website. Let's say you take home, let's say your annual salary as a nurse is 27. Okay, let's put it zeros. All right, £27,000. Cool. Oh, you're taking that yearly, sorry. Cool, that's yearly. Continue. Let's just say no. Okay, cool. So let's see the take home. So basically you'll pay. This is how much you'll take home. But then here's the problem. Here's the thing that we're not talking about. This nurse has to pay the bus ticket. Or this nurse has to pay the car, insurance, whatever. She got to do something to get to work, right? She has to do something to get to work. Isn't that right? So maybe we can do a little calculation. How much does it cost her? If she's driving, maybe we can take this away from insurance. Maybe 20K. Actually, let's look monthly. Yeah, so if she's driving every month, maybe, I don't know what insurance would be for her. Maybe 400, 500 a month. I'm not sure. Whatever it could be. Cool. And then she has to pay to get there, to come back. And then all the stuff that she has to pay. Let's just say, let's be generous here. Let's just say she's a really, really budgeter. Like, she budgets very well. Let's say she takes home like maybe 1.7. But this over girl, at home and take this much. No stress. She just stays at home. She wakes up. It doesn't matter what time she wakes up because there's no rush. She only gets out of the bed to eat. If she doesn't want to eat, she'll stay there. I mean, as a nurse, it's really tough. I have family members too who are working in the NHS right now as we speak. They love this thing. They tried to recruit me to it. I said no. All right, I'm not sorry. Not working for NHS. I'm sorry. I love the NHS, but no, I'm not working there. But they're really passionate about nursing and taking care of people and stuff. So every time when they go to this 12-hour shift, you have to know being a nurse is really tough because you're always on your feet. And the shoes that they have to wear, I see my cousin's shoes, I see my sister's shoes. They're so tiny little shoes, right? And they're doing 12-hour shift, standing the whole day or the whole night, whatever shift pattern it is. Only to receive, especially entry level, only to receive 27,000. Pay tax, you take home 22. But all that stress, getting there and coming back, and the chances, the country that we're living in right now, you're most likely to be mugged on the way there or coming back. It's just all these stuff that goes on. All these, you got to pay for your food when you're there. You have to eat, whatever. So the cost could be, it's better to stay at home. It looks like it's better to just stay at home. It looks that way. Well, she took advantage of the system. She was jailed. She came out and she's still taking advantage of it. It's like, bro, how is this girl not deported yet? It's insane. I think anybody who defrauds us or take advantage of the British public, especially if they're not nationals, especially if they're not they weren't born here, they immigrated here, yeah, we should send them back. We should. Because, bro, you don't come here, take the piss, then stay here and take the piss even more. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What do you think this is? Do you think everybody can just come? It's like, hey, yeah, if you want to take the piss out of some country, go to Great Britain, they'll allow you. It's crazy. I didn't even do the calculation properly because there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Especially if you're working, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. You have to pay your rent, you have to do this, you have to buy your food, or when you're at work, you have to buy your food there. Especially if you're gonna make it home and take it with you, okay. But if you're there buying the food there, it costs a lot. coming back, if you're going by bus, takes that's over stress, over crazy stuff that happens in a bus. You have to get there, like maybe you have to go there, wait for the bus, all that time waiting, then getting in the bus takes its time. You get to work, you do your stuff, you work hard, you go back home, get a bus. I mean, if you calculate the time you spend in the bus, that's like you probably spend a whole full day full of work, a day worth of working in the bus every week. True. That could be another day pay. All these stuff that you go on, and then you see other people who just sit and do nothing. I mean, you'll be looking at that thinking, fuck it, I'm gonna do nothing as well. That's what it basically is. We're basically working to keep people at home. And it looks like that's increasing every single year. More people are just joining the benefit gang and be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not going home, I'm not going to work. More people are just joining. It's insane. It's insane, folks. All right. I think that's our last story. Yeah, it is our last story. I mean, there's multiple, but I'm not getting into that. We're going to cover those tomorrow. But guys, what do you think about today's live? We did a lot of stories so quickly. We usually take 2 hours to do 4 stories. But we did 5 stories within... Was it 5 stories? Let's see. Yeah, we did 5 stories within 1 hour and 30 minutes. And also, obviously, there's a lot of silence in between, and laughing and cheering, and yeah. But we did it so quick. All right, cool. Talk to me, guys. I want to engage with you guys before we end it for the next 10 minutes. Engage with me. So let's read your chat. All right. Let's read your chat, okay? All right, let's read your chat. Dun, 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 dun. Barack, always top show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Justice. Appreciate you. Barack, thanks so much. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Trace. Thank you. Appreciate you. True Fun. Jenny says, oh, she responded to True Fun. Okay. Somebody said my chat won't make any sense. What are you talking about? Buses sometimes just cancel is beyond. Yeah, exactly. Regarding to that story that we are just covering. Yeah, buses sometimes just cancel. I mean, traveling with a bus is so like, it's just annoying. Because you get to the bus stop, it says the bus is due in like 5 minutes. You wait and you wait. You miss the bus stop. Obviously, the bus never comes. Then you're like, okay, the next one is coming in 15 minutes. And you wait. You've been there now for 20 minutes. And you're thinking, man, what's going on? And you decide to walk. And the moment you leave the bus stop, there's a bus coming and you decide, either I should run to the one in front, to the other bus. Now you're in between. The bus, you can't go back because you're going to miss it. And if you run, you're also going to miss it. To the next stop, you're going to miss it. So you just miss it. Basically, you start again to wait for another. It's like, I hate buses, bro. I think the bus drivers just, sometimes I feel like they just sit somewhere and wait and just take their time. Capricorn says, great news program. Carry on, somebody said. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'm just on. So sorry. What do you mean? Why are you sorry? Somebody, John C says, yeah, I like Barack. Seen him in person at United Kingdom, Glasgow. Good day. Yeah, that was a good day. United Kingdom, Glasgow. Glasgow welcomed me with so much love. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you so much. I can't wait to come there again. Guys, make a reason. Come up with a reason. Let's go to Glasgow again. All right. Come up with something, okay? Make up something. Give me a reason so I can come there again. Yeah, Glasgow was fun. It was lit. It was there. We had a lot of fun. Went around Glasgow after the protest, after the speech. Went to eat in Glasgow. I mean, it was so fun. So fun. I can't wait to go again. It's going to be cool. You know one place I want to go? It's Northern Ireland. I really do want to go to Northern Ireland. And also Ireland itself, Dublin. I want to go there. It's going to be fun going there. It's going to be fun. I was invited to go to Ireland, to be fair, but didn't go. But I'm going to go. Actually, should we go this year? I think so. If you're from Ireland, give me a reason. Please, give me a reason. I really do want to come there. But I can't just come there to just visit. I need more than just visiting. I'm going to come for a mission. So, super chat from Crystal. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. This says, this is your first super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Somebody says, Migo. I think that's make Iran great again. Yes, make Iran great again. I don't know why Trump is taking so long. The longer it takes, the more it looks like he's gonna make a deal. I hope he doesn't make a deal with the mullahs. I hope, because we want the Ayatollah to be taken out. We want them gone. We can't have them doing deals. All right, we can't have them doing the deals. We want them gone. The more it takes. And now the mullahs are saying they're ready to start negotiating with Trump. And if Trump opens up the talks, that means the protest is going to mean nothing. Because they're going to talk. Then those guys will tell Trump, hey, we're not going to, we're not going to nuclearize. We're not going to try to get a nuke. We're going to stop everything. Then Trump will open up the trade for them. Then the economy will do well. And then boom, they stay in power. And then if they're going to stay in power, they're going to probably make a lot of money. Save a lot of money, so then nothing like this ever happens again, because they've been sanctioned since they existed. They've been sanctioned for a very long time, Iran. Ever since the Ayatollah came into power in 1979, they started getting sanctioned then, and still getting sanctioned now. So yeah. Behave says, I missed the show. I missed your show. You can rewatch the show, but you can rewatch the show. It's going to be, just rewatch the show. It's going to be sick. All these videos will be chopped up. And then they'll be posted. Somebody else says, hi. How you doing? Someone says, oh, it's gone. Oh, yes. Come to Ireland. I will appreciate you. Yes, if I do come to Ireland, you're going to be the first person I'm going to reach out to. Definitely. Bring your merch. Bring your shirt. Wear your shirt. Does it fit you? If it does, if it doesn't, let me know. We can get a bigger size for you. We're going to send it over. So, yeah. You got your shirt, right? Sick. I'm sure you're going to look good. Actually, I'm going to start wearing the shirt. Yeah, I'm going to start wearing it now. I'm not one of those guys. We have a merch, but I don't wear my merch. So I think we should start wearing our merch, right? Mikey Gay says, Barak, I agree with you. Thank you so much. I want to know what you agree with me on, because I have a lot of crazy opinions. I have a crazy I've been talking for 2 hours. I want to know. I hope you're not agreeing with everything I just said, because hey, man, that's crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for agreeing with me to, on some stance. Appreciate you. Next, Iran are Shia Muslims. They seem better. Yeah, you have to know with Iran, yeah, it's very delicate situation, because you can't, this is not Iraq, it's not like Syria, it's not like Libya. They have so many fraction of group, and all these groups want power. All these groups in Iran want power. Nobody wants to talk about all the groups in Iran. You got the Kurdish group that wants power. The Kurds, they've never had a land. They've been fighting for the land for a very long time, since they existed. Turkey promised them land, took it away. Iraq promised them land, took it away. Everyone who ever promised them stuff, took it away. And there's a lot of Kurdish people in Iran. They also want to be represented. They also want power. They learned the hard way with Saddam Hussein when Saddam Hussein wanted to kill all of them, killed over 500,000 of Kurdish people, you know, with the chemical weapons that it was given by US. So the Kurdish people in Iran want power. Most of them ran to Iran during the Gulf War. And in Iran, you also have another faction of the Shia Muslims. They also want to be represented as well. Then you got the Sunni Muslim. They also wants to be represented as well. Then you got the Persians. They also want, you know, they also want to be represented as well. And then obviously you got the pro-monarch, which I think are the Persians. Are the, you know, they're fully like, you know, the people. I think, I don't know. I can't really tell who's indigenous, but they also want the monarch and stuff. So everybody wants power, you can see. So it's gonna be very different. If you take out Ayatollah, all these people now are gonna be fighting each other, trying to gain power. And a lot of people say all of these people are behind Reza Pahlavi. And yes, there's a lot of people who want Reza Pahlavi in power, but not all of them. You have to know. All the Kurds want to be freed. All of them agree to one thing, which is they want the Ayatollah out. But they don't know who should be in power. Everybody has their own vision of the country. And that is dangerous. And then you also have some Christians in Iran. So you got so many groups. So many groups. So we have to tread very careful here. Because the last thing you want is created another so-called little groups of people fighting each other for territory control. That is going to be bad. We don't want that. So if we're going to get regime change, we want it like Maduro. Like, capture him. Done. Like a nice, clean job. We want the job to be done perfect. So that's all Iran. So we got to free Iran. We definitely have to free Iran, and we have to do it properly. Because if it doesn't work, it's going to cause us a lot of trouble, because Iran has a population of 92 million people. So Iraq only has 22. So think of how many Iraqis had to flee the country. Think of how many. Syria has like 30 something. But a lot of Syrians had to come to Europe. So if Iran is not done properly, you're going to see like tens of millions of people coming. So we have to do it properly. We have to do it properly. That's why I'm in support of it, but I'm not idealizing every single word that anybody says. So somebody says Iran has the same. Jenny says Iran has the same issue as us. Yeah, definitely, they have the same issue as us. Their government is not representing them, for sure. I can go to that extent. Yeah, the government is not representing them. They literally have the revolution military guard. I think that's what it's called. And that the army does not represent their people. Their whole the whole reason they exist is to protect the regime. That's a problem. And those guys have been deployed to the street, massacring anti-regime protest. That's also a huge problem. But yeah, Mikey G says, I think Mikey G. I don't know if it's Mikey G or Mikey G. So, Mikey says, you balanced and fair, bro. The facts are there. The defeats never tell there, and it is happening in the UK. Ask Iran. Yes, ask Iran. It's happening in the UK as well. I just said it's happening in the UK. Proxy war. Somebody says proxy war, America versus Russia. Somebody could make that argument, but I think the Russians have not supported Iran that much. They have supported them with optics and online statements and stuff, but they've not really supported them heavily. We've seen that fracture in June when Iran was struck by the United States, when the United States with Israel went to strike their nuclear facility. We didn't see that much support from them, but we can also argue that it could be a proxy war. But how many it could be, but it seems like Russia is losing very fast. Because of course they lost their biggest ally, Maduro, in Venezuela. So we don't know what Russia might pull. We don't know what they might pull, we don't know what they might do. But all I know is if we get on a military conflict with Iran, it's going to be very, very bloody. It's going to be very bloody, yeah. It's going to be bad. It's going to be worse. Because the IRGC, they know they have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to turn. And they have this military existing only to protect them. So if they feel like they are risk of going extinct, risk of losing control, they're going to deploy their army, which is the Revolutionary Guard. They're going to deploy that. And if they do, a lot of Iranians will die. A lot of soldiers will die. And if we go in as well, a lot of British troops will die. A lot of American troops will die. A lot of Israeli troops will die. I don't know. That's why I think Trump is treading very careful here. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, Trump, bomb them already. Bomb them already. It doesn't work like that because Trump knows. Trump is an old man. This is his last term. He doesn't want his last term to end like Bush or maybe Tony Blair. Bro, the only thing you remember about Tony Blair is the illegal war with Iraq. The way he lied to the public from 2001 to 2003. He lied to all of us to get us into the war that cost us 1,000 plus British troops, and it cost us 8 billion pounds. So, of course, Trump is treading very careful here because, when you look at the Iraq invasion, the promise was very simple. The promise was, hey, we're going to go there and take the weapons out. We're going to go there and destroy the weapons of mass destruction that Saddam Hussein is hiding. That's what we thought. It's going to be quick. We're going to go in and take it out. Even though we all knew there was nothing there. All right, cool. We went in and we stayed there for like 8 years, resulting in so much money being spent, resulting in so many people being killed. And then today, they are poorer and worse than we found them. And Trump doesn't want to repeat that because the mission, it looks very simple right now. The mission looks like we're going to go in and take out the regime, the Ayatollah, the guys. That's what the mission looks like, right? It seems like that way. We're going to go in and take them out. Really? They have a whole army. It's a big country, very mountainous country, very strong people, and they've been battling for years. So this is not a Saddam Hussein situation. These guys have experience in fighting IDF, meaning the Israel, and in fighting the United States. But Saddam Hussein didn't have any of that apart from the Iran-Iraq war in the Gulf War and stuff. So this guy they have a lot of backing. And yeah, so we have to tread very careful when we say, oh, go in and bomb them. Bro, you sure? Because it might backfire on us. Yeah, politicians have been useless for years. Yes, that's right. They've been useless for years. So Trish says, you've got to love the haters. Yeah, you do. You have to love the haters for sure. I love the haters. I really do. I see them all the time. So I was in town. Let me tell you a story. I think you guys might laugh at this. I went in town. You see, I'm always confronted by people. I don't know. I think I should always stream, right? As soon as I get to Manchester town, I should turn on my phone and start streaming. Because as soon as I get my train, I get out the thing, scan my ticket, get out. And I get confronted by this young man with his camera. And he's trying to confront me based on the tweet I made. He doesn't remember the tweet. He doesn't know where I made it. He doesn't remember what I said. But he's trying to confront me. You understand how that ended for him, right? So he doesn't know what tweet I said, what I said. But he's just trying to confront me. He's like, hey, why do you hate Israel? I'm thinking... This is what he came to me saying, why do you hate the Jewish people? I was thinking, bro, what the fuck? I had my AirPods in. I took it out. I was like, what the fuck did you say? Could you try to explain where you're coming from? He's like, blah, 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 blah. You tweeted this. You blah. I'm like, what did I tweet? He's like, you tweeted something And then he's trying to remember. He's thinking hard to remember. And he's like, well, you hate Israel. I'm like, bro, what did I say? And he couldn't get to what he was trying to do. And he turned off his camera. He literally, because he wanted to try like catch me out or something. But he failed. And I seen him turn off his camera. And that's when I knew, like, bro, yo, what the fuck? He must have seen, maybe I made a tweet saying Britain first. Maybe I made a tweet saying, hey, we have a problem here at home. Before we start going somewhere else to fix their problem, we have a problem here. Maybe he seen that and he's like, oh, maybe, and he just picked, he decided in his mind that I hate Israel. What the fuck, really? Spoke to a lot of Israelis. I support the fight on terror. Want them to keep going. I don't hate them. I have no hate towards nobody. I tell you guys the truth. I tell you guys the information. And that's it. I don't hate on anybody. But yeah, let's read this. Why hasn't she been sent back to Bulgaria? Somebody says, regarding the Bulgarian story. Exactly. Why has she not been sent back? She should be sent back. She should be sent back. I mean, if you defraud us, you take millions of pounds, you should go back. It should be simple as that. I don't know why. I don't know why we should keep them. Justice says, Barack got my views. Yeah. Or maybe I got your views. No. Could be the other way. Never know, right? Could be the other way. But folks, it's been lovely talking to you guys. I could go on for years. I will go on for years. I know YouTube tried to shut it down, but they failed. We're still standing here victorious. Hey, no. I say that with like so much pride. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Because you are still in power, YouTube. Thank you. Sir. You know what I learned? Somebody says sir means slave I remain. Is that what it means? Is that what it means? When you say sir, slave I remain. Hold on. It's like a short version for slave I remain. Actually, let's search up this. Slave I remain. Short form. Oh, so okay, so it was just online. Okay. Slave I remain is not full form of word, sir. Thank you, please. The amount of people I call sir. Slave I remain. What? So those guys will try trolling me. But if that was the truth, man, concerning for sure. But guys, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is gonna be a new theme now. Every single day. Here's the plan. Monday to Friday, I'll be here live from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's about to hit 6 right now. So let me wrap up quick. Monday, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I'll be live. Sorry, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I'll be live with you guys. And that'll be done by, obviously, Monday to Friday. I'll be live with you for 2 hours or 3 hours, however long that I feel that we can go for. And then Saturday, I'll be outside. And I'll be streaming in real life. So we just got a new SIM card now. We're going to put it on, new SIM card. Apparently, this SIM card is the strongest SIM card. What the fuck? Yo, how's that? Apparently, this SIM card is the strongest one in the UK. So I'll be outside and I'll be filming. I'll be streaming and I'll be showing you what's going on. I'll be debating people live. I'll be trolling people live. I'll be, I don't know, maybe I should be a public nuisance. No, I'm playing. But I'll be outside in Manchester town. And if I see you, I'll say hi. If you see me, say hi. But thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be the new way. Today is the 2nd episode. Tomorrow, I'll see you for the 3rd episode. And yeah, we're going to have fun. But without further ado, hand to the head salute, folks. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. And thank you. I appreciate all the super chat today and all the questions and all the comments there. I appreciate all your support. True Finder, thank you so much for being the best moderator here in the world. The team, thank you so much for always keeping the polls going, keeping the people engaged. Thank you so much. You guys have done amazing today. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Hopefully, today I was on time. Hopefully I'll be on time tomorrow. But bye-bye. Thank you.
They tried to erase the signal. They pulled the plug, demonetized, censored, shadow banned. That's what they did to us. But the truth, my friend, will always find the frequency. I call this Operation Airwave Liberation because I'm not just back, I'm broadcasting from ruined. But this time, the airwaves is mine. And this time, it's uncensored. I watched them strip everything that we built. No warning, no explanation, silence, just taking everything away. 300 plus videos, deleted, all gone. And if you think this is about community guidelines, you've not been paying attention. This is a war. This is a digital gulag dressed in a terms of service type of way. They want us gone because we're saying things that they don't like. Maybe we're asking questions because we're curious. They don't like the questions we're asking. Or maybe we refuse to play nice in this echo chamber that we're in. They first hit me with the algorithm. The video is not getting enough views. Then they hit me with the monetization. Well, no money for you. But guess what? They forgot to hit my will. They thought that'll be enough. It's gonna cave and it's gonna run away. But guess what I did? I rebuilt, I rewired, I learned the game behind the curtains and see how they operate. I'm not just back. We're launching Operation Airwave Liberation. No filters, no masters, just signals. The signal they tried to block, but this time is very strong. The wind can't even penetrate through this. This, my friend, isn't just about me. It's about all of us. Every single voice that's been cancelled, clipped and used in the wrong way by the media. From now on moving forward, I'm not just creating content anymore. I'm sorry. I'm building a resistance on camera, off grid and above the algorithm. And if you are watching this, you are the resistance. This channel isn't just a platform. This is a broadcast tower for the truth. I'm glad I'm back.